next up, we have CareScribe. We have Chris from CareScribe, Practical AT Tools for Inclusive Learning, how Caption.Ed and TalkType remove barriers to learning for every student. Oh, wait, there's that music. Hold on, I can stop that. See, I told you it was like Academy Award music. Do you all hear that sound? Did you hear that, Chris?
I did. Lovely introduction. Thank you.
So there you are. You're the star of the show now. And here we go. It's all yours, Chris.
Thank you so much. Sharing my screen. Can we all see that?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, great. Sorry, yeah, I lost everybody then. So here we go. Thank you very much. Thank you, David. Chris from CareScribe. Now, I'm going to attempt to do something. I'm going to attempt to spend the next 14.5 minutes talking to you about both of our products. I managed to have 30 minutes in the last session, so if I talk a little quicker than expected, I apologize, but I'm going to whiz through this and hopefully not miss anything out. CareScribe is who we are. 2 pieces of assistive technology is what we have. Captioned and TalkType. Caption, for those that don't know the software, is highly accurate, best in class, real-time captions, transcription, and note-taking software, all encompassed into one solution. The software will work anywhere across all devices, browser and desktop, full synchronization, mobiles and tablets, iOS and Android, just allows you to utilize it wherever you need to, and also in whichever environment you need to utilize it in. For example, it will work for live and pre-recorded media, face-to-face online, face-to-face in person, classroom, meeting, seminars, even one-to-one conversations. It'll also work for anything pre-recorded, such as YouTube or Vimeo or a learning system, and also the ability to upload media. Our software will transcribe that with great accuracy. Captions are displayed live on screen with our software, so allowing the support for individuals that may have hearing loss or are deaf, but also to support people to comprehend the information better, not only whilst they're seeing and hearing in some cases, but also being able to read along at the same time. The captions will let you know what is being said, but also with the live speaker labels, let you know exactly who is saying what and when. Becomes very useful in the live environment and also retrospectively. Note-taking, yes, there are multiple ways of taking notes with Captioned. Either compile the notes, make quick annotations, copy blocks across, mark as important, do whatever suits the end user, depending on their capabilities and their preferences. But it is effortless, I can assure you. We are, as I mentioned, best in class when it comes to accuracy, because that is so important for those that need live captions, but also becomes vitally important in terms of reducing workload when reviewing transcriptions at a later date that no doubt might need to be utilized for the purpose of notes, etc. You can revisit any session that you create, whether you use it on a desktop and then review on a laptop or vice versa. It's fully cloud-based, as I said, and therefore fully synchronized. Excuse me, and it just makes it really easy to go back and play and comprehend and absorb the information at your own pace and time when you want to do it on whichever device you need to. Summaries, click a button, get that summary of your conversation, your meeting, your lecture, your lesson very easily. Sharing capabilities allow users to, or even classroom environments, to share the live session or recorded sessions. So as an example, by sharing a live session, you can open up an entire classroom or lecture theatre for anybody that is involved to easily have access to that link and then review and have access to live captions in that actual meeting or conversation. So you're really becoming a more inclusive environment by using the sharing feature. Another focus is around accessibility, so changing the font, both of the captions and the transcription that's being created, changing the theme, turning off auto scroll, turning off speaker labels, even choosing different languages if needs be, which I'll demonstrate to you shortly. And then we've just released a brand new desktop app. So if you want to not take up too much screen real estate, use it maybe more as an ambient type software to sit there and just have that reassurance after the lecture or lesson. You can go back and review. The desktop app and the browser functionality will allow you to do that as well. Accessibility and productivity. I know we're AT focused, but our software is saving people nearly 7 hours a week by using it. That's supporting productivity and making people more efficient. And depending on license types, we offer individual and we also offer more group licensing, only starting at 5 users, but that then gives the organization centralized management control, single sign-on, added security benefits. It makes it really easy. Okay, that's a whistle-stop tour of some slides. Let's jump into showing you the software in action. So you may notice here that I am a Mac user and I'm on Chrome as a browser, whether you're Windows and Edge or Windows Chrome, whether you're a Chromebook user, you can access our caption software very easily. You do have the options depending on your, as I said, meeting or lesson or lecture scenario of how you want to set this up. So I can easily choose to integrate my calendar. And if I click on, excuse me, sort of join here or record, it will automatically connect into, this Zoom meeting if I wanted to. And I can always upload a link if I want to do that. And it plumbs directly in, pulls down your live speaker labels. You just sit back and absorb what you need to. Otherwise, it can be used, as I said, in that in-person environment, even recording myself like I'm doing right now. I choose my microphone source. It will work with all of the expected sources, such as external microphones, lapel mics, Bluetooth microphones, hearing aids, even the Roger and Phonak devices. Pop them on the desk or at the front of the lecture theatre, sit at the back and just get those accurate captions and make your notes very, very easily. You can also select a tab for online, a window if you need to. So that can easily be done, and I'll just click on maybe something here to give you an idea, but you can also upload slides if you need to as well. So there's lots you can do. Let's start recording and let's show you how this software works. What you're seeing here is exactly what an end user would see. Now, I hope you notice that I'm not changing the speed at which I've been speaking at, which is pretty rapid because I'm trying to get through everything in a short space of time. But what you'll notice is our live captions are displayed on screen highly accurately and with a very good speed of delivery. It's also providing that sort of punctuation and grammar, as you can see. It will separate, you will have the various chunks, and should there be additional speakers in this meeting or conversation, it will differentiate, it will separate out, and you will have those speaker labels. Certainly when you review it, if you're in an online meeting, it will bring the labels up straight away. I mentioned about slideshows. By all means, select and add those in. You can do that, no problem at all. I'll just close this down. You can share, as I mentioned. I'm showing you that because you can share this live session if you wanted to. You've got your screen and your notes are over here to be compiled, again, depending on your capabilities. This might be too much for some. There might be too much going on. So reduce that workspace down. Let's get rid of the slides. Let's even get rid of the media. Let's just have our captions and our note-taking functionality. How do we make notes? I can't type at speed. I use our dictation software. I'm coming to that, but I can make a note. And by doing so, my timestamp is available. I rest my case here, is available for me to click on retrospectively and synchronize everything to that point in time. Alternatively, because I can't type at speed and I struggle, I prefer to actually just have my transcript being displayed, and I've got these options to click and mark as important. I can copy a block of the accurate captions and transcription across to my notes, or if I wanted to, I can even go back and have my notes available, maybe copy a section. I can then add that in, and by doing so, I can add more information. I'm not lying when I say I can't type at speed. There are lots of things you can do here. You can also control the preferences, so making it more accessibility friendly. Yes, I can go to dark mode, or I can go through to sepia mode if I want to do that. I can also change the font to make it more user friendly for my experience. When I end a session, I've got the option to delete it. If I'm using it just for captions, then I may not want to see it after the fact. If not, I press end. I can give it a title up here, and you'll notice that these speaker labels have automatically popped in. Should there be additional speakers, you will see that. Here's one I made earlier. This is an example of a screen recording with some media. I'll play this back very quickly. The good thing is I will continue to speak at my normal. It's me again, but what you'll notice there, media, audio, full synchronization. Each word is highlighted so you can easily follow along. I can navigate my way through by scrolling down and clicking on a particular word, it will synchronize and I can play from here. I can go forwards and backwards in 15-second increments. I can increase and decrease the playback speed to suit people's capabilities. I can add more notes at my own pace and time. I can also be using these timestamps. Why was this important at 7 minutes? Right, I'll play it back. I can go from here. I agree. Right, that makes sense. I can make more notes if I need to. Yes, there's formatting options. I can search my entire transcript for a word. Where was golf used? It was used 4 times. I will find it and then I can click and I can synchronize. Nice and easy, both transcription and notes. And then I've got my summary. Let's click a button. Let's give me a nice simple summary, which I can export as various file formats. I can copy and paste elsewhere if I need to. But I've also got the ability to export the entire transcript in various file formats and all my notes if I need to. Lots you can do with the software, really easy to use. I'm now going to talk to you very quickly about TalkType. I'm going to go back to this quick presentation and run through. I'm checking my time, 4 minutes. Okay, TalkType is lightning fast, highly accurate dictation software. It's available everywhere, on all devices, Windows and Mac and mobile and tablet and Chromebook. It will allow you to dictate anywhere using the desktop app, minimize and simply click your mouse into any third-party application, drop-down menu, wherever it might be, website, filling a form, you can dictate wherever you need to. Again, the levels of accuracy supersede anything else that exists in the market, especially things like inbuilt and even other tools. But it's easy to use, really easy to operate, no training voices, no creating profiles, no speaking a certain way. You can just dictate effortlessly and speak your normal way, auto punctuation, optional AI features. Therefore, you can really jazz up and support the dictation if you want to by changing those things, and I'll show you that shortly. You've got libraries. The idea behind that is that you might be working on multiple documents, multiple tasks, and you're dictating various things at once. So just add them to the library and then reuse them, as well as accessibility features. And the last thing to show is this dashboard functionality. Same thing applies, individual licenses, all 5 in a group. And you can manage both Captioned and TalkType from the same central library. TalkType on the browser looks just like this, or I can minimize my screen here. Bear with me. Let's make this a lot smaller. And let me open up my desktop app. So this is TalkType. Again, Mac user, Windows or Mac, it's the same interface. Let me show you how this works. I'll turn the microphone on. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris, and I am providing a demonstration of our dictation software. Full stop, new paragraph. Don't panic, folks, exclamation point. You don't have to speak that slowly. I promise you our software is so good that I can speak at my normal, rapid and natural pace, and the software will handle it with no problem whatsoever. Full stop, new paragraph. We also have lots of commands available. There's custom words you can add in for greater accuracy. It'll work exceptionally well with complex lexicon and terminology. And you can even create shortcuts to really speed up your workload. Full stop. TalkType, bold on. It's recognized that I now want the font in bold. Therefore, I can continue dictating and my font is in bold. The same logic applies to italicize, underline, or even turn off. TalkType, bold off. Full stop, new paragraph. I'll give you an example of a shortcut. Here's one I made earlier. New paragraph, demo day, new paragraph, signature. That's giving you an idea, guys, of just me speaking naturally and very quickly, and that's what our software can do. Now, you've got options here to jazz this up. I can use some AI features to proofread. It'll give me an idea of how it might look. I can also restructure this if I need to. But another option is to actually use a custom prompt. And from a educational perspective, if I just add in something, oh, bear with me, like, let's say, show me the grammatical errors above. There's my spelling. Forgive me. This should work. Let's press go. What it will now do is it will give me an idea of the grammatical sort of errors here, and it will show me where they are. I can actually replace that if I want to, and it's changed. Last thing I'm going to show you very quickly, I'm mindful of time. I'm going to show you how to dictate anywhere. Goes down to a thumbnail. Turn the microphone on. Click into any third-party application that you want to type into and start dictating. And I can effortlessly move around any third-party application, and I'm able to dictate very easily. Last example is, let's now dictate into my notes section. The point is, by using the desktop app for TalkType, turn the microphone on, effortlessly dictate wherever you need to. Simple as that. Let's turn that off. I'm going to stop sharing. That was a whistle-stop tour. And
Thank
breathe.
you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. With 29 seconds.